Hi, I'm Rob Cram, and today we're taking a look at Assassin's Creed Odyssey benchmark test, and this time we're going to be doing it with the RTX 2080 Ti. So we've previously done it with the GTX 1080 Ti, so it's interesting to see the differences. Now, there aren't going to be that huge amount of differences which you might expect, but I will say that the overall playing experience does feel a lot smoother. So let's just have a look at the settings. We're running it at 4K resolution. Let me just put that at full screen. And then I'll just go through the options. So HDR is off, no FPS limits, VSync is switched off. And then we'll go to our graphics, and we got it on the ultra high preset. No adaptive options are on. Those are all the options, so let's just run the benchmark and see how it fares. I mean, when I was playing on the GTX 1080 Ti, I was getting dips down to as low as 26 frames per second in certain areas. For the majority on the 4K and Ultra, I was getting around 40 frames per second. So you really do notice that extra boost when you're running around and getting a nice 50, maybe even 60 at times, which is pretty cool.
You'd better stay over there.
Now, this is a CPU intensive game. As you can see, my CPU cores are working extremely hard. If you look at the top left of the screen. But I mean, some benchmarks that I've already seen of this game, and the average they've got is about 51, 50, which is probably what I'm going to get here. Now, I was getting 42 on the GTX 1080 Ti. So yeah, that performance has taken quite a dip compared to before. So 42 before on the GTX 1080 Ti and 48 on the RTX 2080 Ti. Now, some people are going to probably be saying, well, that is just absolutely terrible gains for the amount of cost that you've spent on the RTX 2080 Ti, and you might consider that is correct. That is quite a low difference when you're expecting probably about a third more. So we'll do it now on a very high preset. Again, there shouldn't be too much of a difference, but let's just run it and see what happens. Now, when I wasn't recording, I have to say for the record that I did get 51.
Not today, miss.
So there is that kind
Leave
of
this place.
dip when you're recording with Shadowplay.
This is a restricted area.
But yeah, I'm sure people will be commenting that my CPU is bottlenecking. And then obviously other people are going to argue against that. But as I've said, I've seen other people's results with the same settings, and they've got very similar to me. So, and they have a higher rated CPU. So it's not necessarily my CPU that's causing the bottleneck. So again, not much difference. So an average 55, which is much better. I mean, that's getting close now to a desired 60 frames. So that's up by 7 FPS. Overall, up 6 on the minimum and up by 10 on the maximum. So okay, we're going to run this now again on the high preset at 4K. So there's all the options. We'll just run that benchmark again.
Keep your distance.
Just to be clear.
Mistios.
Yeah, just kind of nudging around the 60 FPS mark through these intense scenes here. So yeah, this high preset is definitely the one to go for if you're wanting to maintain 60 FPS. Remember, the benchmark is running at the most intense kind of moments in the game. So in areas where there's less action going on, you're going to easily have that 60 FPS. And I think we can just round that up now, and it will be an average of 60. So there you go, 61 FPS, and that's a gain of 6 overall, minimum 2, and then 9 on the maximum. And that's at the high graphics setting. So there you go, for the RTX 2080 Ti, if you're looking for a 60 frames per second gaming experience at 4K resolution, I've got to point that out, this at 4K, then you will need to lower the settings down to high. I mean, I have tried turning off the anti-aliasing at the ultra setting, and it doesn't really make too much of a difference. I think probably what does make a bit of a difference here is me actually recording at the same time at 50,000 bit rate for this video. So you can add on another couple of FPS to my results. But as I said, my original 4K result was average of 52, I believe, compared to 42 on average on the GTX 1080 Ti. Okay, I hope that helps. I'm Rob Cram. Thanks for watching.
This is your last warning. You can... You should get out of here! Keep your distance, Mistios. No way! Get the fuck out of here! Hey, what did I tell you?